What's going on, guys, and welcome to a new video of this prep series. It's been a while, about 2 months to be exact, and I have some explaining to do, and I will do that shortly, right after I finish my first meal of the day, because I am really hungry. We are officially 10 days out from our first competition, the regional qualifier, here in Switzerland on the 31st of October. And I'm going to take you guys through my current diet today and show you guys a little bit what my shape's looking like and what I have been working on the past 2 months and what has happened in between and why I haven't been on YouTube. Even though I really started to enjoy it a lot and I did miss you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, please hit the like button, please comment if you have any feedback whatsoever, and let's get this video started. Today is actually not a normal dieting day. As the past few weeks have been, which I will touch on, as I said, and how I structure my diet and everything. But today is the first day of our depletion slash fat loading phase. As we know, we have triglycerides, so fat storages in our muscles as well, that will contribute to a fuller look on stage when they're saturated. So basically, I've been on 30 to 40 grams of fat a day for the past 2 months. Which obviously will deplete those storages, and the reason fats have been so low was that we were able to keep my carbs a little bit higher and therefore keep training performance a little bit higher. But right now we are 10 days out, as I said, and it's not really, training performance isn't really, well, it's gonna be shit anyways, basically. But yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys through my meals today and show you what I'm eating on this first day of fat loading. The macros for today are 100 grams of fat, 200 grams of protein, and 25 grams of carbs. So basically around 1,800 calories. Still a huge deficit, but as I said, I don't want to go too much into detail right now. I will touch on that stuff later. So I'm going to show you guys my first meal because I'm really hungry and I need to get this down. We are starting off very basic. So what we have here is 20 grams of 90% dark chocolate, 300 grams of egg whites, 1 whole egg, and 20 grams of almond butter drizzled on top. Really light breakfast. And then I will get some work done. After that, I will have my next meal, my second meal, which I will show you guys, and then I will take you guys to the gym with me and show you what I've been working on for the past 2 months. So yeah, I'm hungry. Okay, we just got some work done and I have everything ready to head out to the gym and hit a push session. Well, everything ready apart from my glycogen storages probably. But yeah, I hope, even though we're looking really flat, that the shape's going to be good today, and I actually have something to show you guys and you won't be disappointed because I worked really hard the past few weeks. So it's time for the pre-workout meal. Again, no carbs basically, and by the way, I'm wearing the new Power Collection by Gymshark, oversized. I got so many DMs about this collection in particular. So it's now live. If you want to use the link in my description, check it out. It's definitely one of my favorite launches of all time. They have so many things. I can especially recommend the sweatshirt, the oversized sweatshirt, which is really cool. And it's true to size, so I'm wearing a large slash extra large. I think I took the extra large from this one, but I could also have gone with the large. I'm 178 centimeters, by the way, 5'10", and 84 kilograms at the moment, or 83, around that. So yeah, the pre-workout meal is consisting of 1 avocado. We'll probably throw some garlic, some salt, and some lemon juice on there. I really miss this. I always ate this in my off season. Then we have this almond butter right here. This one is the best one ever. Frau Schweizer, die hat das an unserem Reformhaus hier in Bern. Wirklich mega nice. And the egg whites, as always, are by using them as a tripod. By Good Solutions, code GM Fit for 10% off. So all the egg whites I'm using that you see me use, it's always this. They're fresh, they're tasty, they're the best ones I have ever used. So definitely get some of these if you need a lean protein source. And now the main part of the meal, pretty similar to the last one, is 100 grams of turkey bacon, Geflügelbacon from Coop for our Schweizer. This is about 5 grams of fat instead of like the normal bacon, which is a lot more. 1 whole egg, let's see, 1 whole egg right here, and 200 grams of egg whites with 20 grams of almond butter drizzled on top. So that's gonna be the second meal of the day, and then we are gonna get our pre-workout in, walk to the gym, and hopefully have a good session. And I'm going to talk to you guys through everything that I promised in the beginning of the video, probably in my car after the gym. I just said I will walk there. Maybe I will take a walk in the afternoon. I'll see, depending on the weather, because it has been raining a lot. So yeah, but I think the car would be a good place to talk about that, because it's a little bit more quiet than yeah. Prep Brady's hitting me right now. My train of thought is not really on point. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal, get ready for the gym, and then I will see you guys. 2 scoops of Pre-HD Ultra. Code GMFit for 10% off. As you guys know, also added some creatine and some L-carnitine in there. This is my go-to pre-workout at the moment. Nothing too crazy, just the usual dose of caffeine and all these pump products and everything in there I can really use right now, even though we don't have any carbs in our system that to really get a pump basically, but it does the job, like as far as getting focused, even though it's yeah, it's getting harder and harder. I haven't really had a great session in months at this point, or like a session that I really enjoy. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to after the competitions, to finally like really enjoy training again. So yeah, as I mentioned, I have some explaining to do, why I haven't been active here on YouTube. And basically, I mentioned that I had to write on my bachelor thesis, so I really had to focus on that, and it was a lot. It was a lot, to be honest. My mindset was locked in on prep. It was like perfect, and after Marbella, so the last video you saw was the one after Marbella, I think, yeah. So after Marbella, at like 8 to 7 weeks out, my mindset started to get a little bit wobbly, because as you saw in the last video, from almost 8 weeks ago now, that my shape got worse in Marbella, which basically was due to a manipulation in stack design for the competition. So and that really messed with my mindset at the time. And then the whole stress of the thesis came, and then I had a devolume week where I was able to reduce my fatigue a little bit, my training fatigue, which actually did me well, because I was running really low on fuel, because volume was still high, and I was really training really hard, progressing still up to like that 4 weeks out threshold. And then at 4 weeks out, I stressed out way too much. I had like several anxiety attacks, because I couldn't focus on my thesis, because of my brain isn't working properly, of course, at the moment, because I'm so low on food and I was so exhausted, and I had to read everything, like all the studies and everything. I had to read like 20 times to really, yeah, I just wasn't able to focus. For anyone that has dieted for a long period of time or really intensely, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it was really frustrating, and that's when like the whole mindset started to become a little bit wobbly. So one night, actually, and I never thought that would happen. One night, that was the night of the Arnold UK at 4 weeks out. Yeah, I woke up like, no, I didn't even get to sleep. I was so stressed out, and I tried to sleep, and I was just tossing and turning, and I had a stomach ache because of my stomach was just hurting because I was so hungry. And then like I thought about thesis and everything, and it was just so frustrating because I thought like I wasn't able to focus on. I have these big two projects, like the uni and the prep, and I felt like I wasn't able to. I tried to do both, but that way I wouldn't be able to do any of them to the way I wanted to. And then just anxiety just started kicking in, and I have always been an emotional eater. I always got a little bit fatter during exams and stuff, and that was never a problem because I could always diet afterwards, right? So, but now I'm in prep, and I just got really stressed out, and there was one night where you could call it a binge. So I did cheat on my diet. Luckily, I only had prep foods back at home. So it was basically like a refeed. I didn't like go all out, or it wasn't like a free for all. But the worst impact that it had wasn't on my physique. I actually looked amazing the next day. I was full and striated and crazy because I was flat for so long. The impact it had was on my mindset, because I never thought that I would cheat on my diet. I went to Marbella, mindset was locked in. I didn't cheat once, even though there were so many temptations. It was just out of the question, right? And actually, this thing happening to me then back home, because I was so stressed out, just was like subconsciously showed me that I wasn't as strong as I thought, and that was like the worst impact that it had, because that way I started to think, oh my god, this can happen again. Maybe I'm not up to the challenge, and maybe I don't have what it takes, and that's when self-doubt started creeping in. And every prep has ups and lows. Every prep has ups and downs, and that definitely was there were like 2 weeks between 4 weeks out and 2 weeks out where I was struggling, like mindset wise, was really struggling. I started eating sometimes at night. I started eating the calories from the next day, and then I had to starve myself the next day, eating next to nothing, because I was, my mindset got really weak for like 1.5 weeks, but I did get back on track, and now it's locked in again, and shape's progressing, and I'm actually pretty happy. I think I could be in a better spot right now, of course, if that hadn't happened, but that's the experiences that we make. We gotta make the best of it, and the first competition, the Swiss Grand Prix, is a regional qualifier. That's like the warm-up show. Of course, that's going to be the show where all my friends and family are going to be there, because it's in Switzerland, it's on home turf. But the shows that are really important, where I need to prove myself basically, are the pro qualifiers. So Romania and possibly the Amateur Olympia in Denmark. And that we are still 4 weeks out from the Amateur Olympia. And the shape is looking great right now. Also, I think shape is looking good right now. I'm pretty happy. We did have to grind a lot more. Prep started out so smoothly. Everything went so smoothly until the vacation that we took, where I still adhered to the plan and everything, but somehow, like I said, I mentioned that in the last video, it really messed with my mindset. And getting back home, it just wasn't the same. Like the whole prep vibe wasn't the same. I was struggling to get back into the rhythm. But that's the experiences that we make. It's my first real prep, I would say. I didn't do a competition 3 years ago, but I didn't take it as seriously as this one, of course. But like I said, it's these things can happen. We have to learn from them, and we dug the past few weeks. We really dug. We went down to 2,200 calories on training days and 1,700 calories on non-training days, with 1 hour of cardio each day on the treadmill and 1 hour of walking each day with my 10 kg vest, plus training 5 times, of course. And it was a mental battle. It was a mental battle, and I will definitely do like a whole recap of the prep afterwards, after the competitions are done, everything that I learned from this and the whole process. There were like I was at really low points a few times where I was like not almost crying. I was actually crying. Like, can you imagine like walking back home from the gym in the morning and like just tears running down my face because I was not sure if that was something that I wanted to do. If that was, I didn't feel healthy and balanced. I just felt stressed out and anxiety hit me like crazy. And I was just thinking that's not what I want to promote on social media and blah 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 blah. But those moments are exactly what define a prep like that. The highs and the lows, and pushing through those hard times, and getting it done in the end, and learning from everything, learning from your mistakes, and staying true to yourself. So, yeah, that's basically what the last few weeks have looked like. It was an emotional and just an emotional roller coaster as well as mentally. But yeah, now Cal, my coach, is happy now with what we're looking like. Even though we were stressing a little bit for the last 2 weeks, but we're back on track. We're progressing fast, and yeah, we keep putting in the work. And I'm actually feeling a lot better mentally and also physically right now. And with that said, without further ado, let's get this push session started. Well, that was a fail. Headed into the gym. You just saw me get on the treadmill. Did 60 minutes of cardio because I got into the flow as much as I could. And if I'm in the flow doing cardio, I just go with it, because that's, yeah, it just makes everything easier. But I highly underestimated only having 25 grams of carbs today. Wow. Usually I would do the cardio early in the morning, but today I slept in because I didn't sleep that well the night before. And right now, I just feel horrible. I just feel crazy lethargic, and so I decided to head back home. So I'm now back home. I'm gonna get a meal in, my third meal for today, which is gonna be some zucchini, some trout, smoked trout, and some eggs. Then I'm gonna do 3 rounds of posing and show you guys where I'm at right now. Post cardio and post 3 meals in about 3 liters, I think I drank today. And then hopefully I will have some energy and get back to the gym. It's just like a 5-minute drive, so get back to the gym, hit a workout, get back home, get my last meal in, then head to the sauna, relax, and then go to bed. That's the plan for today. As you can see, sometimes during prep things get really hard, and you need to routine is really important on prep. And I sometimes make the mistake of like when you're sleeping in for once, or get up a little later, or decide to do your cardio not fast in the morning but maybe post-workout or something, and then spontaneously want to do it like pre-workout or anything like I did today. Sometimes yeah, that messes things up a little bit. So yeah, it's a detail, it's another experience. I'll know next time. So it's a learning process. So let's head back into my apartment, get the third meal in, pose, and then head back to the gym, and hopefully get somewhat of a productive session. Okay guys, so the actual pre-workout meal now is served. It's nothing pretty to look at. So we got 125 grams of smoked trout. We got 2 whole eggs in there. We got 150 grams of zucchini, 200 grams of egg whites and some spices on top. Going to add some sugar-free ketchup, and also having 600 milliliters of unsweetened iced tea. So yeah, let's see if I can get this down. And well, I can get this down. I could get this down probably like 10 times. But let's see if I have some energy after that for the gym, for a productive workout. That was much needed. I feel, I don't want to say a lot better, because I don't feel good or great or ready to work out, but definitely better than before. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's go. Gonna get a little bit of additional caffeine in, and let's hit that push workout. Then we gotta do another about 3,000 steps in the vest, then post-workout meal, and then we should be done for today. Also some coaching work, but I'm gonna get that done after the meal. So let's go. You could think that after almost 20 weeks of prepping I would have learned my lessons, but today has been another huge lesson. So just because I don't have to be fasted in the morning anymore, because he took out lipolytics like Yohimbine and everything, to drop a little bit of water weight for the competition, that was the reason why I had to be fasted for my morning cardio, right? Because for example, your Yohimbine doesn't really work as soon as your blood sugar spikes. So now we don't have that in there anymore, and I didn't do my cardio fasted in the morning, so I tried to change up my routine, do it later in the day. Then I ended up being really tired, underestimating the low amount of carbs that I'm having. So in the end, today was a really hard day on prep. Just mindset, well, mentally and physically. The workout was absolutely horrible, to be honest. As you saw, I had to head back home after cardio to just get a meal in, and I didn't feel good at all. I'm not expected to feel good at this stage in prep, but I could definitely handle this better today. So things to take notes and do better tomorrow. So tomorrow we are back on the usual routine: early morning cardio, fasted, staying fasted for longer. After cardio, getting my steps in, cardio, getting back home. First meal, then first block of work, coaching, social media, getting this video right here edited and uploaded, and then second meal and head straight to the gym. So we have all the workout aspects covered, all the expenditure aspects covered in the morning, like earlier in the day, because my energy just drops like crazy later in the day. So went to the gas station right over here because I needed some unsweetened almond milk for my decaf coffee. I also add this to my egg whites usually because it just adds some creaminess. And for the last meal, which you will see later, I got some chicken breast, it's chicken breast, to add to my eggs and zucchini and some almond butter again. Yeah. Calorie wise, today's a really hard day as well because, as I said, we're on 1,100 calories, but really low on carbs and fatty foods. The foods that I'm eating today don't have a lot of volume. That's the thing. One of the pros of having low carbs is that you don't have those insulin spikes and you don't get like that crazy hungry right after the meals as you would if you had carbs, because your blood sugar doesn't fluctuate that much. But if you look at the sheer volume of the food, because usually if I'd be really hungry, I would just add in some more vegetables and stuff, some more cauliflower, broccoli, and all that stuff to just fill me out. But since we are on 25 grams of carbs, apart from a little bit of zucchini, there's not really anything that I can add. So, yeah. But it's just for a few days, and we have been pushing for so many weeks now. These few days, we will get through. So, I will now head to my parents' place, pick up a few things there because I left my laptop there to finish my coaching work. Then I will head back home, do some coaching work. Nap some belts off. Carb pain. We'll probably take an Epsom salt bath just to reduce some inflammation and relax. And then we're gonna get the final meal in for the day. I hope I will have the energy to show it to you guys, and then I will head straight to bed as early as possible because I'm absolutely tired. What a day, guys. It's time for the final meal and I'm so ready for bed. It's like 7:30 p.m. But I will be able to sleep, I'm pretty sure of it. I just had a bath, an Epsom salt bath, and it's now time for the final meal, which is 2 whole eggs, 15 grams of almond butter, and 150 grams of zucchini, and 120 grams of chicken breast. That's it for today. Probably the hungriest I have been, or like the emptiest my stomach has been through the whole prep, and the slowest my brain has been since carbs have never been so low this whole prep. but it's just for a few days. So yeah, I don't really want to extend this video any longer. I will keep on recording tomorrow and see how often I will post up to the show. But I'm trying to keep a pretty high frequency. So if you've made it this far, thank you guys so much for your support. Please leave a like, please comment, please share the video. I'm really thankful for all the support you guys are showing me, and I will see you in the next one.